Hi, my name is Geoff Manchester. I'm a product specialist with iZotope, and today we're going to walk through some of the brand new features of RX6 Advanced, namely de-wind, de-rustle, and dialogue isolate. So the first thing we're going to do is get some wind out of this track. If you listen back, it's really noisy and distracting. We have intermittent wind noises cutting into the dialogue, competing with the dialogue.
I actually really love, so I grew up in New England, and it wasn't until I was...
So that's pretty distracting. We can see them sort of popping up here on the spectrogram, one after another. So what I'll do is make a selection. Go into de-wind here, and just run a very sort of defaulty sort of preset here. Press process. And what we can see here is that those individual wind sort of moments have been attenuated. And if I play back the sample, we should hear that too, and not just see it.
I actually really love, so I grew up in New England, and it wasn't until I was much older that I ever went out to the Southwest.
So before?
I actually really love, so I grew up in New England.
And after?
I actually really love, so I grew up in New England, and it wasn't...
So that's brand new to RX6 Advanced, de-wind. So the next thing we have is de-rustle. Sometimes a lavalier microphone like this can rustle against clothing or maybe facial hair. It can be really distracting and sort of kill a really great performance. You'll have to redo it. In this case, we can kind of recover the performance, or at least make it a candidate for recovery, by using the de-rustle module. So I have an interview here again, a voiceover, and we have some distracting rustle. I'll give you a little sample of what that sounds like.
I said, do you mean more hand claps, guitars? What about a road trip?
That's pretty distracting. So what I'll do is call up the de-rustle module. And again, just a couple parameters here, but I'm going to make my reduction strength 10, and I'll make my ambience preservation 0, because I don't really want to preserve the ambience there. I just want to get rid of the rustle for good. And so using some machine learning technology we have an algorithm that just kills the rustle and preserves the dialogue, separates the two. So I'll just make a selection here and press process. And here's our newly de-rustled dialogue.
I said, do you mean more hand claps?
And here's before.
I said, do you mean more hand claps?
And here's after.
I said, do you mean more hand claps?
So that's brand new to RX6, and think of it not just like a time-saving tool, but a performance-saving tool. You can save that performance, keep it in, put it in the final mix. The next thing is dialogue isolate. This is also informed by machine learning. In this sample, I'm just going to make a selection here, and we have two people that are kind of shuttling a boat, and we have some sort of creaky noises coming from the floor and everything, but we also have some dialogue which we want to preserve. So we want to go into the brand new dialogue isolate module. I'm going to call it up. And what's going to happen is it's going to separate, identify and separate the background moving target ambient noise from the dialogue. Press process. So here's before.
1, 2, 3.
That's them launching the boat into the water. And here's after we use dialogue isolate, brand new in RX6.
1, 2, 3.
So we can still tell that a boat is being pushed into the water. The context is there, but we can definitely hear very clearly that dialogue. It's now center stage, whereas before it was sort of competing with the background noise.
1, 2, 3.
And after.
1, 2, 3.
So we've only scratched the surface with some of the new tools and features in RX6 Advanced. To find out more and to actually download sample files that you can use with our tutorials, go to iZotope.com/RX.